Hello, I'm going to give you an update on the cheap properties. There's still some properties available, but they're letting a lot of people into the country, so they're going to buy some land too. So I urge you, if you're living out of your car, if you live on Skid Row in a tent, go to the libraries free and go do some research of cheap properties. Like I said, I'm not a fan of borrowing money, but if you're getting the check, you can borrow some money from the bank. And maybe if they say you can borrow $10,000, you can go down there, go to some of these places in North Carolina, Appalachia, and you can buy a property for $10,000. They're still out there, but you have to you have to do your research. Find out when these tax delinquent sales are. You got to go to individual states. You can go to Gary, Indiana, and buy some property, but you have to do some research to see how you go about buying these tax delinquent properties. I urge you, and don't be so limited. Don't say, okay, I'm gonna go to Philadelphia. I'm gonna go to Gary, Indiana. There's 50 states. You can go to West Texas. I hear that land is cheap. You can go to Alabama. Alabama has abandoned churches, a lot of them, abandoned banks. Okay, you can just go there and buy something. If you're going to buy a property with a house on it, I urge you to, get a property that's built less than 1980, because the properties that they're building since 1981 up to now, they're not worth anything. They're not built by real carpenters. They just got me to build it, okay? They're not built by real carpenters. If you just blow on them, they'll collapse, okay? They ain't no good. Some of them don't have a sewer system. The walls are off. Everything is off. Okay, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I urge you to buy a house. If you're going to buy an old house that's built before 1980. But if you got $150,000 in the bank, you can go to, HUD has some abandoned projects that they would probably love to get rid of for $150,000, $250,000. But you have to go do your research, get off the street, and go to that library. It's free. And just get on the internet and narrow your search down. If you want to move to North Carolina or Appalachia, see what you can buy. Obviously some things are out of your price range. Like, I wouldn't mind buying Muhammad Ali's house for $1.5 million. That's on sale. I wouldn't mind doing that if I had $1.5 million. But there's still time to buy some cheap properties. And I urge you, if you're living out of a tent, or if you are living out of a tent, or if you're on Skid Row, save your money and buy these properties. Have a nice day.